It took me less than 30 minutes to create this fully working website. I don't know how to code and I'm not a web designer, I just prompt it. And here's the crazy part. It's got interactive forms, embedded videos, and even animations. And all that with $0 budget. You can build a website for almost anything using this, and in this video, I'll show you the exact prompts and steps so by the end, you will have your live website ready to go. Let's jump right in. All right, so the first step is to define your website. We will use ChatGPT to help us structure everything and have all the content to create a prompt so we will be able to send it to Canva Code to start creating the landing page. All right, so I will paste in the first prompt where I explain what I want to have on my landing page and what's the vibe of it and what I actually want to create. So I want to create a landing page for an as-a-service business where I'm selling explainer and demo videos for SaaS products and web apps. And I need your help planning the landing page structure and writing the website content. I also specified the 3 packages I want to include in the website, and I asked it to base on similar websites that offer services and create a structure for my landing page. Then we will work on the content for each section. So I will send it. And by the way, if you already know what you want to have on your website, which sections and what content, you can skip this step and just move on to the step where we're creating the prompt. So you will need to just paste in all the information you have about the landing page you want to build and ask ChatGPT to create a prompt for you to send to Canva Code and create a website with code. All right, so ChatGPT sent me the landing page structure. It suggested a hero section with headline, subheadline, and CTA button. It suggested a section of what you get, the key benefits, examples or portfolio, packages and pricing, how it works, why work with me, FAQs, final CTA. All right, so you can take those suggestions and make adjustments. Just choose which sections you want to actually have on your own landing page. All right, so I already created a prompt for this step. I will just paste it in. So I said that I want this section on my landing page and I wanted to write placeholder content for each section so I can review and replace it with my own. You don't have to have the final content for your website. If you have only placeholders, it will be enough for now just to start creating and building the website, and then you can iterate and tweak things and change the content if needed. All right? And another tip you can use is to ask it to leave an empty space in 1 or 2 of the sections, or really wherever you want, so you can embed your own media to this section. So for me, I want to include a few examples from my YouTube channel and embed the videos to the landing page. So I cannot ask Canva Code to do it for me, and I cannot ask it to generate media like images or videos for the landing page. I will need to add it on my own. So if I will just leave empty space for it, I will be able to do it by myself after in the Canva editor. So now I will see the placeholder content it just wrote for each section of my website. You can iterate with ChatGPT as well before moving on to the next step. Let me just paste in the content I created before for this video, so we will have the right content in the website. Then ChatGPT remembers the content I want in my landing page, and we can move on to the style of the website. So it doesn't have to be fancy, but it should feel like you or your brand. So you can really describe the style of your brand or the style you want the landing page to look like. I will just paste in the design guidelines. All right, so I specified everything like background color, heading text color, the buttons, font, everything. But you don't have to specify everything. You can also just specify what you want and let it suggest other things for you. I also included a background animation, which will be soft, minimal, and it will be like stars in the sky. So you can take example from what I wrote just to have some inspiration for what you can write as well. And just a quick note, you better use emojis in Canva Code because it doesn't work well with other graphics or images. So if you ask it to use emojis, it will do it definitely better. And if you don't want emojis in your website, you can change it afterwards in the Canva editor. So don't worry about that at all. It's just a trick I found and it can be really helpful. So just so you know. All right. And at the end of the design guidelines prompt, I will ask ChatGPT to create a full prompt with all the design and content info so I can paste it in directly into Canva Code. Let me send it and then it will create the prompt. So I will just need to copy it and paste it inside Canva. Okay, it finished and I will click copy. Then I will go into Canva's homepage. Then I will click on Canva AI and I will choose code for me. Then I will just need to paste in the prompt I created with ChatGPT and let's just send it. Then you will see the code being created for you. It will take a few minutes until you will see the first version of your website. All right, so this is the landing page we just created with one prompt. It's crazy. It looks amazing. Look how the animation in the background of these stars. And when I hover over this button, it just changed color and has this little glowing effect around it. I can see all the sections I asked for. Also the packages, they have this outline and glowing effect when I hover over them. That's so cool. And I can see that the third package is actually underneath, but I'm not sure it's actually the case because sometimes when you see it on full screen, it will just be better. So we will need to test it out. But yeah, just after one prompt, this is the result. That's crazy good. I love it. I can see also the how it works section. Maybe it also be on one line and not two lines. We will need to check it out. Here I see the examples section where I supposed to embed my YouTube videos and the final CTA section. All right, so this is the step where you can ask the AI for changes. If you see something you don't like or you want to change, you can ask it with just a prompt that you can write right here and ask whatever you need to change. You can change the structure, you can change the content, you can change everything. So feel free to change whatever you need. You will always be able to see the last version. So if I ask for changes, let's say I want to remove this section, I want it to actually be empty without this box. So I won't have problem afterwards to add my videos. So let's just ask the AI to delete it. So I will just copy this text so it will help me explain better. I want to delete this section, leave only line and the subheadline. And I can also just write the text so I will be sure it will understand me. And let's just send it over and we will see Canva do its magic and change my landing page just from a single prompt, and it took like seconds to do the change. Let's see it. All right. So yeah, it deleted the box, but I still don't have enough space here. So let me ask it to leave enough space. So leave much more space, maybe much more empty space under this text. All right, and then I will copy and paste the text. All right, now I have version 3. Let's see if I have enough space. Yes, actually I do. You can continue, tweak, and ask for changes how much you actually want. So don't compromise on anything here. Really ask for whatever changes you want before you exporting this to a website design in Canva. But remember, you can always go back and change things and export it again. So don't worry about that. And just a quick note, if you are a Canva free user, you have 20 prompts per day. And if you have the Pro plan, you have 60 prompts per day. So don't worry about asking and iterating with the AI. You have enough prompts to do whatever you need. And you can always go back to ChatGPT and explain what you want to change and ask it to create a prompt for you so it will be well structured and the AI will understand it better. So just remember you can do that as well. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is the option to add links to your buttons. So you will do it inside the Canva code and not in the Canva editor because these buttons are not editable after we export this part to the Canva editor. So we will need to do it right here with the AI. So what I need to do is to ask the AI to add links to the following buttons, and I will just, it's funny, when I click apply now it takes me to the button. Okay, I cannot copy it. Let's just write apply now, and here you can put whatever URL you want. I want to send the potential customers to a form so they will just fill out everything about their business and what they need, and then I will get it to the mail and I will be able to reach out with more information about the package or whatever questions they have. So let me just copy the link and paste it right here. So this is the first link I want to add, and I want to add different link to this button to contact me. Let's just write contact me, and I will paste in the other link. Okay, I can also mention the get started button if I want, and the see plans. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it takes me to see the plans. That's okay. All right, let me just send it. So you can add links to get payments with Stripe, to Calendly, to book meetings. You can really put everything you want in those buttons. So feel free, be creative, and it's a really useful tool. All right, now version 4 was very, very quick. That's nice. Now let's click on apply now and see what will happen. All right, yep. This is the service application form. That's great, okay? Let's test the other one. All right, and that's the sponsored video application form. Great, so it works. Nice. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to show you how to do is how to export this website from Canva Code to the Canva editor. So we will be able to publish it as a website. All right. So to do that, go up here and click on Use in a Design and then choose Website. Then Canva will create a new website design with the landing page I just created with Canva Code. That's amazing. All right, now I will see this element. This is the website I created. I can scroll down inside the element. After I double click on it, I can iterate with it, but I need to stretch the page so I will see the whole landing page. I will click on position, then layers, then I will click on the background, and then I can just stretch it down. Let me just zoom out. Stretch it down however I need, how much I need, and then I can stretch the website. So as you can see, it didn't put the whole packages on the same line, so this is something I need to fix. Go to the background again and stretch it a bit more. All right, yeah, I need more. Okay, that's enough. All right. So yeah, I can see the entire website right here. I can zoom in to see it better. And now let's say I want to fix that. I don't like it obviously like in 2 lines. That's not what I need. So the thing is, you cannot edit this specific landing page inside the Canva editor. You will need to go back to the homepage and make changes here in Canva Code, and then click using a design again, click website. It will create another version, another design with the new version of the landing page. Let me just click, you will see it. And then let's say this is the website after the changes. I can click on it, copy it, and then paste it in the design I'm working on. And I just paste it in. I can remove the previous one, and then I will need to stretch it down again. So yeah, it's not the perfect and the easiest way to do it, but this is what we have here in Canva. If you want to make changes, you will need to copy and paste it again into your website design. If I didn't make any changes here in the editor and just paste in the landing page from Canva Code just to test it out, I don't have to copy and paste. I can just delete this design entirely and just continue here. So it depends. If you want, you can first finish and make sure everything looks great and then start and edit in the Canva editor, or just start edit in the Canva editor, come back here, make changes, and copy the landing page again to your design. Okay, so before we move on, I asked the AI to make those 3 little changes, and I wanted it to change the layout of the package section so the 3 cards of the different packages will be on the same line from left to right. I asked also the same for the how it works section. So these 3 steps will be from left to right, and I won't have these 2 lines like this. And I also wanted to place the emojis at the beginning of the text and not on top of it. And let me show you the result, version number 6. And as you can see, the packages looks way better here. They are on the same line, and yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. It also moved the emojis to be at the left and not on top. And also the steps are from left to right, exactly how they should be. All right, the only problem here is that it didn't leave a lot of space between the sections. You see, this is the hero section and it's not big enough. It's just too close to the packages and pricing section. So yeah, I can iterate and change it, but I won't waste your time. So let's move on. And before I go to the Canva editor again, let me show you how you can get back to the chat history after you, let's say, finish for today and tomorrow you want to continue work on this landing page. So let's go back to the home page and then click on Canva AI again, choose code for me, and once the code for me is selected, you can click on this menu and you will see the history of chats you've done with the code for me. Then I will click on the last chat and I will see the landing page again. All right, now let's export it to the Canva editor. I will click on using a design, choose website, and then it will create again another design with the element from Canva Code, the website. So I will copy it, and let's go back to this design where I already stretched the page. I will delete the old one and paste in the new one. Let's just stretch it real quick. All right, it's much shorter than the previous version. All right, now I have it here. And now I want to show you how to add elements to it. So let's say I don't like the icons, the emojis in the how it works section. So I can actually just search for the right element from the Canva Elements library and add the element on top of the Canva Code element. So I can just place it right here and change or add whatever I want to this landing page. You can also go back to the Canva Code editor and ask to remove these emojis if you don't want them, and just add your own icons in these places. So use the Canva library and add whatever you need. You can also add text and other nice things to your landing page. I want to embed 2 videos from my YouTube channel. So what I need to do is just copy the URL and just paste in like this inside Canva. When you just paste the URL, it will automatically embed the video to your website. And then I will just position it here in the empty space I left for those videos. Let me just bring also the other URL. I will paste it in. And it's important to make sure that when you paste in the URL, you're not clicking on the website element, because if you do, it will paste the link as this element's link. So if the user that will come to your site will click on any part of the site, they will go to the video or the URL you just paste in. So make sure when you paste in URLs, just click on this gray area here and make sure you're not clicking specific element in your design, because it will be the link to the element and it won't embed the video like this. All right, so let me just position it a little better. This. All right. Okay, so let's say I'm happy with the website. Again, I can work on it a little bit more. It's not perfect, but just for the sake of this video, let's say it's good and I want to continue. And maybe I am thinking of adding another page to this website. And I want it to not only be a landing page, but maybe a full website. So what I can do, I can click here on the Add Page button, and I will have another page. Now I can create a page from scratch, or I can go back to Canva Code and generate new element of website, but not the main page that we just created. Now I want to create a sub page, another page to this main page we created. So let me show you how I do it. Again, go to Canva Code. Let's create a new chat, because I'm not changing the main page, I'm creating a new one. And I already created a prompt with the same design guidelines, but this time I want this page to be a page for frequently asked questions. So I asked ChatGPT to write a new prompt, but this time for another page. All right, so I will copy the prompt. Let's go back to Canva Code and I will paste in the code right here. I will just send it and it will take a few minutes, and then I will be able to export this page to the new page I have on the website design. All right, and it's ready. Look at this. It looks very good. The same style as my website. Let's just check. I can click on this plus sign and I can see the answer to the question. So you can tweak that as well if you want to before you export it to the website design. But for me, I think it looks really, really good and I like what I see. So let's click on using a design, website again, then let's copy it, go to the main design, which is this one. No, this one. Yep. This is the second page I just created. I will paste that in. Let's stretch also this page, right? And now I have the second page. So the only thing left is a way to connect the first page to the second page. So if a person is on my website and they want to go to the FAQ section, I need a button for that. So you can do two different things. The first thing you can do is to create a button yourself here in Canva and then just link the second page to the button. Or you can go to the preview and you can choose if you want to include a navigation menu. And then you can see page 1 and page 2. So page 1 is this one, this is the main page, and page 2 is for the FAQs. So if you want to change the names of page 1 and page 2, the only thing you need to do is go to the grid view and then you can rename the pages. So page 1 is home and page 2 is FAQs. And now when I will click on preview again, I will see those pages right here. And unfortunately, you cannot edit the design of the navigation menu. This is the navigation menu Canva offers. And I know it's pretty basic, but this is what we have to work with. So yeah. All right, now let's publish the website. I will go up here to publish website. Then the first thing I will need to do is edit the URL according to what I want it to be. So I will call it explainer video. And if you want, you can connect your own domain to this website. I will go to settings and then I can change the favicon of the website. If I have a logo or an image I want to be as my favicon, I can change it right here. I can choose from the logos in my brand kit or upload one from my computer. You can also just go with Canva's logo as your favicon if you don't have a specific one. I'll hit done. And you can change the text that will show up in the tab area. I can write, for example, explainer videos for SaaS. And I can also write a description that will show up when I send the link to someone on social media or WhatsApp, or if I'm choosing to toggle on the search engine visibility. So when my website will show up on the search results, it will have this short description. You can write up to 160 characters and just explain shortly about your website. You can choose to protect the website with a password. You can choose if you want to include a navigation menu, which I want because I have more than one page. And you can choose if to resize this website on mobile. So that's actually tricky here because we created it in Canva Code and it will probably won't resize it very good. So I will choose not to resize it on mobile and let it just be as it is. I will need to check that later and see if it looks okay. And I can choose if I want to add a social media link preview. So when you send the link of the website on social media or WhatsApp, you can have this little image of the website, kind of a thumbnail. And the reason it's just gray here is because the website is with Canva Code, so it doesn't see your website. You can upload a new image from your computer. Just create something in Canva and upload it here. I recommend you to do it. It looks much better when you have this link preview. So you can do that. And when I'm ready, I will hit continue to publish. Then I will see my URL again. It actually didn't save the URL. I just gave it. So let's do it again. Explainer video. All right. And then I will just hit publish. And in a few seconds, my website will be live. All right. Okay, let's click on view website. All right, and here's the website. Let's try to click on this. Yes, it takes me to packages. Let's try to click on one of the buttons here. Yeah, it definitely working. Looks great. And yeah, I didn't actually finish it, obviously, but it looks very, very good compared to the effort. And it really looks professional, like a genuine site. That's really good. And that's it for today's tutorial. If it helped, leave a comment and let me know what you made. Scan the QR code to join my free newsletter with weekly tips and tools. And of course, hit subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.